Critics say the governor's not moving fast enough to resolve potential problems with the Stand Your Own Ground law. That's a law that has been under the fire in the Trayvon Martin case. Our political analysts are here to talk about that, and redistricting saga continues as the state Supreme Court is now looking into this issue. Now here's inside politics, left and right.
Well, Gail, another week.
Another week.
So much to cover.
I know, but you know, where should we start? Let's start with the most recent developments with the Trayvon Martin.
I know what you want to start with, because that's all you want to talk about.
Well, I have to talk about it. The whole world's talking about it. Why wouldn't we? But well, the breaking news is that George Zimmerman's lawyers don't know where he is, and he set up this secondary email. Account where he can receive money and so forth. So now people are saying, well, gosh, he's getting this money directly into his account, so he's probably absconded and left.
Well, who knows? I mean, that's the problem with this entire case. We haven't had a fact-finding conclusion yet. I do find it disconcerting that he has disappeared to the point. I mean, I'd be disappeared too, but to the point where his lawyers don't know where he is. That is of concern.
That's a red flag, and it's very worrisome, especially in light of the fact that the special prosecutor said, "I'm not going to a grand jury." Right.
Which means she's not going for first-degree murder, because that would require a grand jury indictment.
Yeah, exactly. But oh, go ahead then.
No, I was going to say, on a happier note, on Thursday, Attorney General Pam Bondi filed the latest Senate map with the Supreme Court. They've already set oral arguments again, I think, for the 20th of April.
Well, a lot of people said she was stalling.
Really?
Yeah. And let's back up, because the Trayvon Martin thing is far more controversial. Okay. I wanted to talk about Chris Smith also, because I have some breaking news here. The White House called and asked him if he would come to D.C. Of course, Chris Smith is the incoming Democratic leader in the Senate who held his own hearings on Thursday that were very, very informative.
And a very smart and a very fine senator.
Very, very, very smart guy. Thank you for that. And he also, during his hearings on last Thursday, they had prosecutors there, law enforcement, and again, I think we mentioned it last week, my surprise was that public defenders like the Stand Your Ground law. And yeah, they did all the research. Prosecutors hate it, and the cops hate it. But the point was, the law is confusing.
I thought that's the point they made in
the
testimony.
Yeah.
That it's difficult to know, to really describe the circumstances where the law would fit. And that's like most laws. You have to have a set of facts. When I'm asked for a legal opinion, I can't give a legal opinion in a vacuum. I've got to get a lot of facts.
Right.
And that's what we need in this case. We need a lot of facts.
Well, I think that all the stuff, we're in such a public world, and where information is disseminated so quickly, lightning speed, and you get distortions and so forth. But I think that law enforcement and the judicial system failed to act quickly and properly on a lot of this stuff. I think something should have happened to assure people. But a thing that Chris,
I think the jury's out on that too. I mean, again, I don't want to judge too quickly what the cops did or didn't do until we know what the facts are. And you know what, Gail? We may never know. There were two people there, and one, unfortunately, is
well, I'll tell you one thing we know. George Zimmerman is a very strange guy. He's got this internet account where he's getting probably hundreds of thousands of dollars. Well, wait a minute. We don't know where the man is.
If they convicted people based on being strange, you and I might be concerned about.
Well, maybe you, but not me.
Well,
I'd be under the jail. No, but you know, the thing is that Zimmerman has left the building. I mean, this is like very frightening.
Too. I would just make sure my lawyer knew where I was and how to contact.
Well, you're making my point. This guy is a weirdo.
I'm agreeing with you on that point. I'm not agreeing he's a weirdo, because whether he is or not is not relevant to the case.
It isn't? No, he shot a black kid. The kid is dead. The kid is dead with a bag of Skittles. But well, we're getting the wrap sign because we don't have enough time. We have to do our own.
Talk about reapportionment.
Okay. That's inside politics from the left
and from the right.
Okay.